Was I supposed to press the button? Right.
No, you're supposed to press a button when the music hits. Are you recording? Yep. Okay. Are you ready?
Now?
No, not when the music hits.
Done.
You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Ha. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, Doug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What?
At Tanagra Win the Walls Fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. How you doing today?
If I was to cover this part up and you just saw this, SC, what would you think that it stood for?
South Carolina.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
A guy at work thought it stood for sleeper cell.
Is that a game?
No, it's like there are underground Muslims living in our country getting ready to attack.
And he thought you were advertising this, or
I don't know. He's like, is that sleeper cell?
That's a
Sleeper cell?
I think I'd be
Like if I was in a
I'd
sleeper
put
cell.
him on a watch list. I mean,
Well, it's obviously active on his mind.
yeah. He's like,
Well, here's the thing.
maybe they have a secret club that Secret Club SC.
Secret club. It's a secret club. Sleeper cell. Well, I think we know a mutual person who.
We know a couple of mutual people.
No, not you and me. Me and this guy.
Oh, okay.
Who? There's a possibility it might be a sleeper cell.
Really?
Yeah. We don't know. And
I feel
can't
like the
get into
sleeper
details.
cell would
Yeah.
be my favorite part of the cell. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to be a part of a cell,
Not a party cell.
to be a part of the sleeper portion of the sleeper. Like I'd get out before they woke up.
Yeah.
But just during the sleeper, I mean, they're probably playing a lot of video games.
Right.
You know, just kind of hanging out.
So did you listen to Nate Land, the crime episode?
Yeah. I mean, I've listened to all of them.
So they were like, if they were to have a bank heist,
oh, right.
you
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
and they're doing different things, and they're like, I can't remember. I'm still learning who they are. I don't
Sure.
even know. But the one guy,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think you'd be back at the house, like making snacks, like getting
Right.
ready for
Yeah.
it.
Mhm. Yeah. That was funny.
That would be what you would do. You'd just be getting things ready.
Yeah.
you
I
know.
couldn't handle it.
You'd like making some pizza rolls.
I couldn't. I drive off if I was the driver. I can't even do this. I would
Yeah.
just leave you there.
Yeah.
You know, to get
So Nate Land is
caught by the police.
I mean, it's
You're all in.
you told me about it.
I told you about it
Never-
multiple times.
Never even
I'm
heard
like,
of the
you should
guy.
listen to it. You're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Stupid podcast. But it's actually really good. So
I'm a fan.
I don't think it's better than our show.
Well, I never said that.
No.
It's
pretty close.
Similar
Yeah.
to our show in tone and quality.
Yeah.
And content.
Yeah. I would say so. Except they are professional comedians.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We are not.
Currently.
Wait, are you getting paid for this?
Man, this is no.
Yeah, I mean,
This is too hot. Too hot to drink.
I would
Just
suggest
made it.
just waiting.
I wonder if the camera can catch the steam coming off of it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can see it. Yeah.
This is is this 1020? 10 Are we doing this in 1040?
1080.
Okay.
You're so ignorant. How'd you grow up and not know this stuff?
Well, they didn't have those kind of TVs when I was a kid.
That is true. So, what?
Can I talk about something real quick?
Yeah, I was going to talk about something before the 3 and 3.
I got now we're proud Marionites.
Yes,
We're from Marion, Ohio.
the
We're
best.
recording in Marion. We'll
finest.
always record in Marion, Ohio. Unless somebody wants to offer something else, you know. But
if we could move the show to Nashville,
come on, everybody's moving to Nashville.
yeah, I know.
The-
No state taxes.
The Daily Wire guys.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah, Ben Shapiro and
Matt Walsh, all those dudes.
I think we should move too. That's where it's at.
Nashville.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Shut it off.
Stella, we're moving to Nashville. Don't let my wife hear that because she would. Start
She
packing.
would want to move to
No,
Nashville.
absolutely.
Yeah. She used to live in Nashville.
She did. Her rest of her family lives in Nashville.
I saw the movie Castaway in
Yeah.
theaters in Nashville
Really?
with you.
Really?
We were on our way to South Carolina.
Was it Castaway?
It was 100% Castaway.
Wow. I would have guessed something else, but okay.
I could be wrong. Anyway,
She'll remember.
we're proud Marionites.
Yes.
And
Not born and raised. Just raised.
just raised.
Yeah.
And what is the best Mexican restaurant in this fair city?
Victor's.
It's Victor's Tacos. And
Yeah.
I won't hear. You got your mi jalapenos.
Yeah,
You
El
got your El
Campesino.
Campesinos.
Yeah.
Both of those are fine.
Mi jalapeno's good. I like it.
And I like El
Yeah,
Campesino.
yeah,
I
they're
like them
very
both.
good.
I like Taco Bell.
Listen.
I'm not picky.
Taco Bell's a C, right? It's just average,
Okay.
right?
El
Campesino.
El Camps and Mi Haps.
Those
is
are
like a B plus.
B plus.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Very good. Above average.
Victor's is an A.
It's an A.
I mean,
all day long.
I won't go A plus. I'm going to leave some room,
There's always room for growth.
but it's an A.
If it was a sit down place, oh, come on. I would go there.
What are we talking about?
Of course.
So I think it was at Victor's Tacos, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was at Victor's
The
Tacos.
physical location.
That I was driving through. Used
Yeah.
to be a Doubles drive-through.
Yes.
Now it's Victor's Tacos. I was driving through, and she was getting the lady inside. I saw had the lemonade like mix. It was like, the lemonade concentrate.
Like country time?
Yeah. Well, no. It was like generic,
Okay.
and it said lemonade, but it also said it in Spanish, which apparently is lemonade spelled with an I. And
Where's the I?
Limon.
Limonade.
Yeah, limonade. Anyway,
Lemonade.
I'm like, is this? You know what I mean? I think the Spanish speaking population is smart enough to figure that one out, or we are. You know what I mean?
Whatever. Just one.
Pick one of them.
Yeah. Let's just
I
run
don't
with
think
one
all that
lemonade.
extra text is necessary.
Yeah.
Lemonade.
Think of all the ink that was
Lemonade.
used. Times the thousands of bottles that were printed on.
How many baby seals died
Oh.
so that you
numerous.
could print that? And it was bold. It wasn't like
Thick.
Yeah, it wasn't a
and bold, yeah.
serif. You know what I mean? It was a
Arial bold.
It was an Arial bold.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is not
Or
necessary.
Avenir heavy.
Now I'm an Avenir Next guy.
Yeah.
I don't like just the Avenir.
Listen, nobody talks fonts like us.
Real quick. This
Mount
should
Rushmore
for
fonts.
us. This shouldn't be hard.
Come on.
This should be easy.
Listen.
Number one,
Comic Sans.
you can leave.
Papyrus.
Oh,
We're talking about the most overused, lame.
those are the
fonts,
worst. Those
right?
are the top
Those are
two.
the two worst.
Papyrus and Comic Sans. Like if I walk into your facility, whatever it is, a
Yeah.
restaurant,
Yeah.
church,
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever it is, and you're using one of those two fonts anywhere, I'm turning around and walking out.
There's no need to stay.
No,
Those are the
you
two
just
worst.
told me everything I need to know about you.
Yeah.
As an organization.
Yes.
That you're using one of those two fonts.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you.
Yeah.
Can I tell you this? You see one, the other one exists
It's
somewhere.
Somewhere in the facility.
Anybody that's using
Yeah.
Papyrus is also a
They've
big
got
fan
Comic
of Comic
Sans.
Sans. Anybody that's using Comic Sans one day was like scrolling through, came
Yeah.
across Papyrus, and like, oh,
hey.
look at that. Looks a little,
Like ancient
Greece.
Greece.
Looks like
Yeah.
they may be some Egyptians or something,
Those
Those
the
are
two
obviously
worst.
awful.
The two worst.
It's the Mount Rushmore of fonts.
Okay, so my good friend, Arliss Moon,
Yeah.
he is an Avenir guy 100%.
Okay, but Avenir
So,
is
but are we talking-
JFK. You know what I mean?
Listen.
Like he's kind of the new kid on the block.
I know, but it's
I'm willing to, before we
and
get
listen,
to Avenir,
there's a whole block of Avenir. It's not just Avenir, right?
I have three that I want to say.
Within Avenir?
No.
Okay.
I have three that belong before Avenir, and then we can start talking about
Okay.
Avenir. Okay? Times New Roman,
Times New Roman. Yes.
Arial,
Yes.
Career.
Yes. Okay, those are the three.
Those are
You're
the
right.
three.
Those are the most iconic.
Okay.
I would like to nominate Wingdings. It's pretty iconic.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're talking the iconic,
Did you ever just type in Wings Dings
Yes.
and just
as often as possible. There's Wingdings 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of.
I mean, yeah. What's the presidential equivalent of Wingdings?
I don't know if we've had one yet.
Jimmy Carter, I think. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had to pick one president, we could go through all of the fonts.
Yeah.
Like, I think Avenir is JFK.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Ask not what your font can do for you,
but what you can do for your font.
but what you can do for your font. Yeah.
But yeah, Wingdings. That's Jimmy Carter all day long.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Richard Nixon is the font that you used to have loaded, but then at some point you're like, why can't I find this font anymore?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's gone.
Who is the Comic Sans? This is fun. This is a lot of fun for me. What's the presidential equivalent of Comic Sans?
George W.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. All right.
Right.
One more. Papyrus.
Okay, so we're gonna go old school in this one.
I think
this. Okay, listen.
I have.
I got it.
Oh, wait. Stop. Just shut up for a second. Shut up. We're going to do this.
First name, last name.
First name, last name. And if we both say this at the same time, then it'll be. Listen, I'm going to talk to the camera for a minute.
Okay, do it.
We have not had this discussion ever.
No.
This was unplanned.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to say
we talk about fonts frequently.
Yeah, but we've never had this
assigned font to the president. Yeah.
And when we're making the Mount Rushmore fonts, this is a natural thing that's going to happen. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, and then you say the name of the president that matches the papyrus font.
Stella's going to say 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Say it loud.
1, 2, 3.
Andrew
Grover
Jackson.
Cleveland.
Oh! It's Grover Cleveland. I think it's Andrew Jackson. Old Hickory? I don't know.
Grover Cleveland?
Man, I wish we would have said the same thing.
Andrew Jackson's good.
Andrew Jackson's a little older. He's he's
yeah.
old school.
He is.
You know, he kind of looks like if you put him in like a Roman soldier.
Yeah, he could have been.
You know what I mean?
He could have been a senator in the Roman.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
He's got that.
Okay,
the crazy kind of white hair.
Okay, I will allow it.
Okay, man, I wish you would have said Andrew Jackson. I'd have.
I wish you would have said Grover Cleveland.
Well, either one of those would have been acceptable.
Yeah. Okay, so how long do you have?
Three. So real quick, the 3 that we know is Times New Roman, Arial, and Courier.
Yes.
And Times New Roman is George Washington.
Uh-huh.
Arial is, I would say,
Lincoln.
Yeah. And then Courier,
Teddy
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
So we just need the who are we missing? Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
So we're one more font. And you want to give to Avenir.
Yeah. I really do. It's my go-to. It's my go-to
No,
font.
it's my go-to. I have a new one called CMG Sans that I like a lot. I would encourage you to find it.
Serif Sans?
Well, I mean, that's a good one. I'm just going to real quick just search most used fonts. One thing I appreciate about you is you like font talk.
I could talk fonts all day.
I don't know many more people. All right, I'm just going to throw some out here, and you're going to have to think about these.
Listen, someday we'll get Arliss on the show because Arliss, we could do a whole hour on fonts.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Helvetica.
Yeah. Okay. Come on.
That belongs in the discussion.
Yeah.
Garamond belongs in the discussion. Are you ready for this one? Futura.
Oh yes,
Futura.
Totally forgot about that.
Futura.
It's pretty solid. Listen,
Yeah.
it's a condensed font.
I know.
And there's Futura condensed, which is if you
Jason,
need to get.
I've used Futura medium condensed thousands of times.
If you need to get more letters on one line, that's the one you go with.
Obviously. I mean, if you have impact,
And it's pretty. No, less. Impact's too bold.
True.
It's way too bold.
Futura
Impact's
medium
like 1996.
condensed. Agreed. Let me see if any more that kind of really catch my eye. Verdana.
Oh yeah, that's pretty solid.
I like Georgia. I'm a fan of Georgia.
Yeah.
In the right place.
Listen,
Georgia.
you can't overuse
bold
it.
Italics.
Yes.
In the right.
Absolutely.
Can be really nice
All day long.
All right, that's all. So I think we're down to Avenir and Futura. I think those are the two.
Okay.
One of those is going to go down the chopping block.
Which
one
I'm gonna go
represents
Avenir.
Thomas Jefferson more is my question.
Futura.
I think Futura does.
I think you're right.
You know what's great about this is they have designers like the names of the designer of the font.
Yeah.
I'll bet there is like a
What's the phrase? The lazy brown dog jumped over the fox. It's like every letter,
something like that, but it's every letter, but not repeated.
Yes, I like that. I look at that a lot. There's I think called the font.
You also don't know
DAFONT.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know what it is. I've read it a million times. I've probably read that phrase more than any other phrase.
Yeah.
And
whoa, I mean, this just said Helvetica is the most common sans serif font ever.
What? Because it's the default on something, probably.
Yeah, I would have thought Arial would have been, but shows
Times New Roman for Microsoft Word was
but
the
I don't
default.
think Times New Roman is sans serif.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's the most common. Times New Roman is the most common font on Earth.
Yeah, that's the George
It's
Washington.
medium weight serif, not sans serif font. Yeah. Okay.
Compelling podcast radio.
I'm all about it. What was the thing that you needed?
No, I
to
was just going to say, what's the time limit on renewing my driver's license?
Are you past due?
Yeah.
Are you driving?
Yeah. My birthday was 2 weeks ago, and I just realized it's expired.
I just think you go in and you're like, hey, with COVID and everything, I just
COVID
assumed that I couldn't even come in here.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you're open?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you're going to be like, and if they say, well, I'm sorry, sir, I can't. What?
What?
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is this, are you discriminating against me?
Yeah.
You know? And you start throwing out all the things that you could be, you know?
I am a Scottish American.
Well, listen,
How dare you
could
talk
say
down
you're a
to
space alien and they couldn't tell you you're not.
Well, I don't know if that's a race on your driver's license card.
It's probably one of the gender options on Facebook.
That's probably true. If you're negative blood type, you could be part alien.
There it is.
So,
well, you should figure that out. All right, Jason, every week we come in with 3 things that we're just dying to talk about. What is your first thing this week?
brushing your teeth. There is a series of things that need to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to walk through
Okay.
the process from beginning to end.
Okay.
Okay? So these are very basic, simple steps.
Would it surprise you to find out that I do it differently almost every time?
You don't do it the same every time.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it depends what mood I'm in.
What mood you're in? You're brushing your teeth. It should be the same almost every time.
Well, I have a standard, so I'll just go with my standard.
Okay, so
Actually, it's a new standard. I changed up my routine about a year ago, and I'm pretty happy with it.
okay.
Mm-hmm. I decided to go weekly.
A weekly brush. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. Saturday?
Night. Yep, Saturday evening.
Saturday night, yeah. With the bath.
While I'm bathing. Yeah.
Have you ever brushed your teeth in the shower?
No, but people do.
I have, just to play around with it.
You know what? I mean,
Listen, I'm just trying to switch things up. Life's getting a little boring. I'm going to try to brush my teeth
home
in
by
the
myself.
shower.
You know what I
Not
mean?
a lot going on. Let's see what happens. The nice part is, like, you don't have to worry about all the extra foam. Like, all the extra...
How much toothpaste are you putting on?
Vigorously brush my teeth.
Oh, I'm
The
sure
foam
you
is like-
vigorously brush your teeth.
with
I have no
lots
doubt
of
about that.
lots of paste.
How much paste do you put on?
I coat the entire thing and then I loop it around.
Oh, you do a coat and
Just
a
like
loop.
the TV, just like the commercials, where they
Listen, that's what the
listen,
commercials want you to do,
and I do it
because
You go through more
They want you
toothpaste.
to use more toothpaste. It's a scam. You're being duped.
So, let me tell you what I do,
All right.
and then you stop me when you think it should be changed or you would like to introduce that into your schedule.
Got it.
Okay. So step one, let's identify the toothbrush we're going to use. I like a stiff brush.
Wait a minute. Are we going to add any sort of Listerine?
Yes, that's going to be part of it.
Okay.
So we're just going to, the toothbrush itself, you can have very flimsy and floppy bristles
Nobody likes that.
or firm. I'm going firm.
Um.
So on a scale of like 1 to 100,
Okay.
100 being loosey-goosey,
Okay. And one being
1 being firm,
yeah.
I'm like a 20.
Yeah, I'm maybe like a 30.
Okay, yeah. We don't want it super loosey-goosey.
No.
And it can't be
the
like a
I don't
wire
want it to
brush.
make my gums bleed. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like you're scraping your car battery. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. So, obviously, you don't do electric brush.
I have in the past.
Yeah.
One time I bought one that had like a button. The toothbrush had a button on it and it like vibrated.
Yeah.
I don't think it did anything, but it was fun. I liked it. But no, I don't have an electric breath.
Okay.
Breath. My kids do. They have braces and it's this
It
one.
kind of helps get underneath it.
So,
Like ultrasonic,
I guess.
something.
Whatever.
Those are expensive.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Like braces aren't enough. You know?
Listen, you have teeth. We gave you teeth, right? You were born
You
with.
figure it out
yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
All right.
Brush. So before I even put the paste on the brush, I hit hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, okay.
So hydrogen peroxide will break everything up. It gets in between.
I do cool mint Listerine.
Listen, I finish with the cool mint Listerine. What you do is you use the hydrogen peroxide. It breaks everything up. You know, if you pour it on a wound and it bubbles,
Yeah.
it does the same thing for the dirt and stuff in your mouth.
Okay.
It bubbles, it foams everything up.
Okay.
Then, as you're rinsing, you apply the paste to the brush and you turn the hot water on until it's hot.
I turn the hot water on first. Before any of these things, I turn the hot water
Well,
on.
you need to get the hot, however long it takes to get hot water. Right?
Yeah.
Our bathroom upstairs, it takes a few minutes.
Hot water was a revelation for me, by the way. I used to brush my teeth with cold water.
What?
And then
You barbarian.
Erica and I, we had been married for like 10 years.
So
and-
you're like 30.
Yeah, and she was like, "What? Why aren't you using hot water?" And she had never noticed. I was like,
Yeah.
because you use cold water when you brush teeth. You don't use hot water." She's like, "Yeah, hot water works better because it's like, like when you're cleaning something."
Yeah, hot water.
I was like, "Yeah, that kind of makes sense." So then I switched to hot
Oh
water.
my gosh.
Turns out works great. But I didn't go to the dentist for I took like a 18-year break on the dentist.
Yeah.
And when I went back, I think I had 2 cavities.
That's not bad.
I felt pretty good about myself.
Yeah, 18 years, that's a long time. Hot water. You put the hot water on the paste on the brush.
Wait a minute, you don't pre-wet your brush?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. You have to definitely
Yeah.
drain, just hold it over there and wetten the...
Yes.
Then you apply it.
Then you apply it.
Then you moisten it again.
I don't do that.
You don't moisten the toothpaste on the brush?
No.
Okay, that will change your life. It really will.
All right.
You have to try it.
Okay.
Then you spit out the
Hydrogen peroxide for you.
Yeah. And then you start brushing.
Okay.
Now, I don't have some people count or they sing a song or they do, 2 or 3 minutes. I just go until I'm done.
I go top, right, outside, top, right, bottom, top, right, inside, bottom, right, outside, bottom, right, top, bottom, right, bottom. Then I go
So
to
you're
the left.
methodical.
Then I go to the left, top, and
Yeah.
bottom. And then I do the middle like this. And then I get the back of it. I go
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah.
And get the backside of my teeth.
Then do you hit the tongue?
Yeah, I'll do the tongue. I mean, if I feel like it. If I'm feeling
not
like I
always?
got some extra time,
Yeah.
but not always.
Okay. I think the tongue's kind of important.
They say that, but you're looking at a guy that went 18 years without going to the dentist and
That
only
is
got
true.
2 cavities.
That is true. So, yeah, I'm much more random. I'm hitting it, whatever. Yeah. I'm not methodical about it. And then you rinse it off, you spit, then you pour the Listerine or mouthwash.
Okay.
I use mint, whatever the green.
But not the alcohol-free. It ought to burn.
no, it's got to have alcohol.
If
Yeah.
it doesn't burn,
You're not doing it
then
right.
you're not doing
It's
it.
not cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the little green, you pour it up.
you gurgle too.
Oh, yeah. Gargle. Some people gurgle. I gargle.
Okay.
You can gurgle if you want.
I think gurgle is what happens when you're drowning. I think gargle is what is. I think you used it correctly. I think
Gargle, yes.
I think
Gargle
I
is
think I've been
correct,
saying
yeah.
it wrong. Okay.
I giggle.
Then
I
you
giggle when I gargle.
Then you spit it out.
Yeah.
Then do you rinse out the cup
Nope.
from the Listerine?
Nope.
And, no?
Nope.
Do you rinse out the sink at all?
Listen, the older I get, the more I do, yeah.
Yeah.
When I was younger,
Toothpaste everywhere.
toothpaste everywhere,
Yeah.
yeah. My kids still do that. Well, see, that's the part of the thing now. It's like if I leave it, nobody knows.
Okay, where
because my kids
where do you
do it, not
store
me.
your toothbrush?
I have a separate cabinet.
Inside the cabinet. Because they say if you store your
No, I don't do that.
well, they say if you store is your toothbrush is air seeing your toothbrush?
air sees every toothbrush.
But it's not like inside a door.
It's inside of a door.
Oh, okay. Well, because if it was, because you know how the little toothbrush holders that are
I
sitting
don't
on
do
it?
that.
Apparently, if you have a toothbrush holder like that, you'd like 100% have urine on your toothbrush.
That's nasty.
If it's at all close to the toilet. That's what they say.
That's nasty. No, mine's in like a Tupperware thing inside of a separate cabinet.
Okay. Yeah.
Separate than all the other kids.
All right.
Because I got all my
Got it.
stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, brushing your teeth.
I'm glad we could do this public service. I got a public service too, I guess. And this doesn't have to take long. We took a while talking about
Fonts.
My big one's next. I was listening to somebody talk the other day. I don't remember where it was, but it was like a conversation that I overheard. And I'm not saying I never do this, but I think it's funny that, so like, let's say I'm telling a story to you, and I'm retelling a conversation that I had with somebody. And I say, so I was talking to Matt the other day, and I was like, hey, what's the deal with,
It's a very Seinfeld way to say
hey,
something.
what's the deal? Hey,
What's the deal with toothbrushes?
And so I was like, so I told Matt, hey, why do you play the guitar that way?
Yeah.
What's with the hey in the retelling of the story?
What? Wait, I don't even know what you're saying right now.
It's a very common thing that people do. So I told Matt, I was like, hey, why do you do that? Did I say hey? Like, why? I think the word hey in the retelling of a story is a weird...
Oh, you're retelling a story.
Yes.
And you use the word hey in the retelling of the story.
And I'm talking to you later. And so
like,
and I was talking
on our way over here, I told Stella, hey, let's go.
Mm-hmm. It's a very common thing.
I don't think I do that.
Oh, people do it all the time. We have a mutual friend, Jad, who does it a lot.
You use that term.
But he... mutual...
No, friend.
So he's the worst at this. Like, he's actually where I saw it first, where I first noticed it. Because he's, like, aggressive. And I was like, hey! And then he continues on,
So he's retelling the story of him saying hey.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, what's the deal with that? Or whatever,
Yeah.
I just find that word hey to be an odd thing that people do. I don't know why they do it. I think it's a way to, like, gather your thoughts or something.
Like, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I was like, hey.
Hey. Hey. Well, if you're trying to get someone...
Hey is a pretty versatile word.
Oh,
You'll see it a lot in movies. Let's say two people just had a fight, and then one person is kind of like, doing this kind of thing, and they're just kind of, and the person sits down next to him and is like,
we're going to get through this.
hey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Where'd you go?
You just wrecked your car. Hey.
Hey.
Things are going to be okay.
Or as you're walking around, even just a, hey.
Yeah.
An unspoken thing. Hey is a very versatile word. It's
It
also, hey!
Yeah. Hey! It
could be like, a guy's on his bike and not paying attention. He's riding toward, hey. Yeah.
There's a guy at work. It was driving a forklift, and he had wrapped himself up in an electric cord and started pulling it down. I ran over.
Hey.
Yeah.
It can also be a great greeting. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey is a great word.
It is a great word. I've never thought about it.
It's like a word that if you don't think about it, it could exist in your life in all sorts of forms, and you never really stop and think about it. Like, what's the definition of hey? It's got lots of definitions. It could mean lots of different things depending on the circumstance.
If you don't know someone's name, hey is also a great.
Hey.
Hey, what you doing? Hey, what's going on? Hey, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Not a fan of buddy. Worse is chief.
Hey, chief.
I hate it when people call me chief.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, chief. What's up? What's
Yeah.
up, my friend? Not a fan of that.
Hey, friend. Hey, friend.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy. Like, that's like weird.
There's two guys that are on our school bus growing up, and they were brothers,
Yeah.
and they referred to each other as brother.
Yeah. Hey, brother.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. We're getting off next. Hey, brother, come up front. We're about ready to get off the bus.
That sounds unbelievable. Like, I know people are listening to this at home and they're thinking, they're
no, 100%. And that's how they sounded too.
And they didn't. It wasn't like joking.
No,
or it was just what they did.
Yeah,
that's the way they spoke to one another. Yeah.
Hey, brother, I think you forgot your lunchbox at the house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they. I mean,
same guy.
The brothers.
One of the guys.
Yeah.
When he running in track.
It was basketball.
Was it basketball?
Yeah.
And what would he say after he was pretty winded?
Well, he wasn't in shape.
No, but he was tall.
He was tall, and so he was on the basketball team. And I mean, I feel bad making fun of him. I'm not going to say his name.
Oh, we shouldn't say his name.
No. He would go, "My hearts are hurting." I think it was just his way. Like, he couldn't breathe. His chest hurt because he couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
My hearts are hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would go sit down for a while.
But he was really tall.
Yeah.
So
like in 8th grade, he was 6'6". So, I mean, of course he's going to be on the basketball
these
team.
people grew up where we grew up. Why do they have Southern accents? You know?
I don't know.
Their parents must have been from the South. That must have been it.
I don't know.
Hey, brother. And he was on the bus with us. Yeah.
Do you think people with Southern accents sound stupid?
Yeah, they sound stupid. Well, there's some Southern accents that sound dumber than others, though.
Yeah. There's a sophisticated Southern
Well, I
tone.
do declare.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
That's going to be your
like, have you seen Knives Out?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, wow. You should watch Knives Out.
I don't know what that is.
You would love it.
Okay.
It's a movie. I think it's Amazon Prime. You should definitely watch it. It stars the 007 guy, Daniel
Craig.
Yeah. Except he plays this Southern detective with this really strong kind of Southern accent. But he's got this smart Southern accent.
Is he British?
He's British.
Okay.
He does a great job.
British people can do Southern accents.
It's a murder mystery. It's a real whodunit. It's got also it's got the
no
guy
Columbo. It can't be. Or Angela Lansbury.
It's amazing. I'm telling you.
Better than Angela Lansbury?
Yeah, it's
Murder, She
really
Wrote?
good.
Yeah. Okay.
It's got him in it. It's got Captain America in it too.
Chris Evans.
It's got Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Don Johnson.
I don't know who that
It's
is.
got there's a few actors in it.
What's it called? Knives Out?
Knives Out.
Okay.
It's Amazon Prime, I think now.
Okay.
But it's really good movie.
Is it Amazon Prime original?
No.
It's
We
on
watched it.
Network TV.
We
or
got it
something?
from the Redbox first.
Redbox.
It's a good
You're
movie.
the only person I know that uses Redbox.
Well, apparently-
Do you still use Redbox?
I've not used it in a while.
Okay, good.
But I've checked. They don't have a lot there because movies have not come out.
That is true.
I checked. I was like, "There's nothing." It was all like random Arnold Schwarzenegger movies or something. It's like, I don't.
Total Recall,
Yeah.
1987.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like now back at the box. You know what I mean? They're trying to make it seem like a big deal. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could watch this on YouTube
Yeah.
tomorrow. You know, so. All right, what's your second thing or third thing? What's your third thing?
Are we on our third thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe second thing. It doesn't matter. What's your next thing?
Okay, you have a 3-day vacation.
Okay, I like it.
Fantasy. Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Unlimited money. So money's no object.
Money's no object.
You have 3 days.
Okay.
Where are you going and what are you doing?
I have 3 days to take off and land.
Like starting Saturday at noon.
Saturday at noon, I'm at my house.
No, let's say Friday at noon.
I'm at the airport.
No, Friday at noon at your house.
Friday at noon at my house.
Until
Monday.
So Saturday, Sunday, Monday at noon.
Okay. And I have to be back at my house.
You have to be back at your house at the same time you left.
I might not leave my house
I was thinking the same
with
thing.
unlimited money. I could do all sorts
just
of
order
things.
pizza?
Well, I could buy televisions, get a home theater system, you know.
Yeah.
But let's say I got to go somewhere.
It's
for
a
the sake
vacation.
of,
You're
for the
just
sake
getting
of this.
away.
So
we have
well,
some.
here's the thing: is you don't want to go because I want to go to New Zealand and see
You don't have
the
time.
Shire, but
you don't have time. Yeah.
I mean, unlimited money,
Oh, private jet.
What's right there? But still, it's a
18 hours.
It's a good 18-hour
It's
flight.
on the other side of the world.
So, but I really want to see the
back,
Shire.
That's 36 hours. So that
That's
means you could be
too
there
of
for
my-
another
That's
day.
like a day. So I got to walk around the Shire for a day, and then I got to go back home.
Yeah. And that 36 hours on a plane.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun.
Private jet, though, is probably fun.
It's probably true.
I mean, if I have unlimited money, it's a private jet with, like, Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I
And
mean?
Krispy Kreme donuts.
Krispy Kreme donuts, Shaquille O'Neal, private jet.
I wanna see-
And Shaq and I are going to go to the Shire together.
Oh, come on.
Who
I want to
else would
see
you
Shaq go into the Hobbit hole.
Yeah.
Oh! He'd be like Gandalf.
Yeah. That's a pretty good impression. You know, you know, I do a really good impression of when he tells Frodo, you know, wizards are never late. They always arrive
Yes.
precisely when they mean to. And then Frodo goes, it's pretty good, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I think it's pretty good. It kind of like, it's a weird, it's like you see it coming, you know, the laugh, you know.
15 years ago, your son did a great Schmeagol.
Schmeagol, I guess, is the Jewish version of Smeagol. Schmagi,
Schmeagol. It's almost
Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Hazelfeld Incorporated. Schmeagol, that's funny. Schmeagol is the the golem that
yeah.
works at your local
bagel store.
bagel store. Schmeagol.
Hey, Schmeagol. Take some blueberry bagel with some sour cream.
He's putting it on. I hope Ben Shapiro is watching.
Yes.
I get to go somewhere for 3 days.
Well,
I have unlimited money.
well, I mean,
Yeah. Well, this is
it's
tricky.
a 3 days. Yeah, no, that's why it's worded that way. If it was a week, that extends your options.
Well,
Almost infinitely.
if I have unlimited money,
yeah.
then I'm gonna probably have a helicopter pick me up at my house, so I can go straight from my house.
Yeah.
And I will
Now,
go.
Marion has an airport. If it's a private jet, you could probably take off from the Marion airport.
All right. To Marion Airport, I can get there in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So from the Marion Airport, I'm going to take a private jet to, I mean, I think a beach somewhere,
Yeah.
I guess, you know, and just live it up on the beach, get my own private, you know, everything, put all my family in the jet with me, and then we're all at this giant, maybe condo that we've rented all to ourselves. It's got like a huge pool, and
For like a day and a
we
half.
go jet skiing and just, you know, enjoy the beach. I guess. I don't know what else I would do. I'm not going to Disney.
No.
I'm not a fan. So I don't like crowds.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I don't know. I mean, similar. I mean, I'm not a big beach guy. I don't really care for the beach. It's sand. It's hard. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. I would do the same thing like Colorado, like in the mountains, get a big lodge,
That's not a bad choice.
you know, hang out there for a couple days. Because you could fly here to Denver or Colorado Springs, you know, a couple hours.
The unlimited money, I mean, it also makes me think like, well, I mean, I could basically pay whoever I wanted to hang out with me at this place.
So who are you going to bring? Not Shaq.
No, I'm not that big of a fan. Shoot.
Nate Bargatze.
That's what I was going to say. You can't say his name correctly. That's fine.
It doesn't matter.
He probably can't.
He can't. He can't even say his name right.
Nate Bargatze. Bargatze. I don't think he says his name right. I don't think he knows how
It's
to say
his name. Of course he
I
says.
don't know. I think I want Nate Bargatze to be there.
You know, yeah.
Who else do I want there?
Somebody fun. Right?
I feel like I want a musician there. Just to be able to play and sing in the background.
Slave. Like, he's on vacation too. He doesn't want to play.
But I'm paying him.
Oh, you're paying him to hang out.
I feel like...
Elton John.
No. Not a fan. It's a great songwriter.
Yeah.
But it's a little much for me.
Okay.
I would say I'm a big fan of the band Need to Breathe.
Okay.
Big fan of that band. Unfortunately, recently, it's Bear and Bo Reinhardt are the two guys that started the band, brothers.
Yeah.
Bo left the band.
Oh.
The latest album minus
good.
Bo.
Yeah.
I like the album, and there's some of his. I think he helped on, but apparently, well, he's not around anymore, and that makes me sad.
That's
So
probably
can
gonna
I
happen in
bring-
this podcast someday.
Definitely. Can I bring? Just
His brother left.
everything is gravy. You know,
It's
at
not
this
nearly,
point,
yeah.
yeah. So
The show used to be good.
used to be good until Dan left.
I am a little.
I'm just waiting for that call from Nate. When the moment Nate
To join-
Bargatze calls me and he's like, "Hey, fill
listen.
in."
If Nate said,
Uh-huh.
"We want Dan, we want you," would you?
But we
say,
don't want Jason.
No. Listen, not that. If he said, "Dan, we want you,"
Yeah.
would you go on to say, "Well, what about Jason?" Or would you just say, "Okay," and just take off?
What would you do?
I would say, "I want to bring Dan."
What if he's like, "No, we don't want Dan."
Like, I'm not doing it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't need Nate. I kind of do need Nate.
I'd do it without you. In fact, if he
How
was
much
like,
money are we talking
if he
about?
contacted me and was
Yeah.
like, "We want you and Jason," I'd be like, "Do you?" I mean, you called me.
you know.
You know what I mean?
Well,
you
what
didn't
about
call
me?
him. You
Yeah.
called me.
There's a famous story locally about that. Two brothers
Yeah.
playing baseball,
Uh-huh.
and they were farmers.
Yeah. Dairy farmers.
Yeah, his brother
That's why they're so strong. They're
was able to pitch 100 miles an hour. Was like
100 miles an hour. Left-handed.
really good.
had some stuff.
Went to a tryout.
Cincinnati Reds.
Cincinnati Reds. They were going to sign him, and he's like, "What about my brother?" Like, "No, we don't want him. We want you." He went back to dairy farming for
Yeah.
the rest of his life.
Never even got married.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Hey, to each
He
his
should
own.
have went. He should have
He
went.
should have went. It was a big mistake. That's why I would go if Nate called me or any of them.
Anybody who's doing a podcast,
Guys, I'm taking offers. I'm back on tea, by the way.
I would call Mumford.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I want because
I think
just
they would
finish
be
my
fun.
thought. I
I
want
think they'd
Bear
be
and
fun.
that's a good choice. I want Bear and Bo because I want them to get back together. I feel like I could help reconcile them.
Yeah.
And they're really talented, so I could have them say any song and they would just sing
Would you
it.
ask to play with him,
Oh, 100%.
or
yeah.
you wouldn't even ask? You would just do it. You'd
Yeah,
just pick
I'm
up
the
a guitar.
king of this
Scenario.
I mean, they have to do what I say because I'm paying the money.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like it's like that kid that
So
brought money to school, and bribed
okay,
kids
I'm
to be
changing
their
my
friend.
changing my thing. I'm going to fly to London. I'm going to hang out with Mumford. We're going to go to a Tottenham game, and we're just going to chill. That's
I think I want Paul Rudd and Jason Sudeikis to be there too. Those guys seems like a good hang. Those two guys, you know what I mean?
do they get along? Do we know?
They're both from Missouri. They're like they do stuff together. Well, there's like a whole group
do
of
they know
Missouri
each
guys,
other?
like John Hamm.
Yeah.
They all know each other. They have like a
Okay.
big softball tournament that they
Just
do.
because they're from the same state doesn't mean they know each other. Do they?
How many people do you know from Missouri?
I don't know anybody. I don't know.
There you go.
I know 2 or 3 people
From Missouri?
who lives in Missouri currently. Dave Jungerberg.
He does?
Yeah. St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis doesn't count. It's not really Missouri.
It's not backwoods Missouri.
It's Illinois plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, any other things? You're going to go to London and you're going to hang out with Mumford
Yeah.
and Sons and go to
A Tottenham game.
Tottenham game. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
I'd like to go to C.S. Lewis's house and the bar that he and J.R. Tolkien used to hang out in. I'd want to
Where's
do that,
that at?
too.
London?
No, that's in Cambridge.
Yeah.
Still,
See, once again, if you had a week,
I
I'd do
know.
a whole tour.
listen. If
yeah.
I had a week, I'm going to the Shire. I mean, I may go to the Shire and London. All right.
What's your final thing?
My final thing. I've recently discovered. You probably know about this because you're more up on this kind of stuff than I am. I've recently discovered brown noise.
Yeah.
I thought
As a weapon.
No, that's the brown note. I think it's a myth, but I hope it's not.
If the brown, explain the brown note.
The
real
brown
quick.
note is that there's a perfect note at a perfect frequency
Yeah.
that you can play loud enough that will make people spontaneously and uncontrollably
Poop themselves.
poop themselves.
Yeah.
and that it's a great weapon. So if the attacking army is coming, you just point a bunch of speakers at them at super loud, and you hit that brown note as hard as you can, and they all just instantly lose control of their bowels, and they're not going to be worth anything.
Yeah, I think we should do that to the protesters.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's a great tool. Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know.
It
depends.
It's a myth, unfortunately. I mean, maybe it exists.
Listen,
but
I believe that it can happen.
Mythbusters tested it.
No, I believe it can happen. I just don't think the science hasn't gotten there yet.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
I pray that it does one day.
Listen, I think they use the sound to do the pyramids, to levitate big blocks and Stonehenge and all that stuff. You just get the right frequency. Frequency can do anything.
It's all about frequency.
Yeah, absolutely.
So brown noise,
I do know about brown noise,
is like white noise, except it's different. It's like a deeper.
There's also pink noise.
Rumble. I've not experimented with the pink noise yet.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound attractive to me, but it feels like it'd be like pink, pink. Where brown's like.
Yeah.
And we've been sleeping at night with brown noise, just 12 hours of brown noise, or I don't sleep 12 hours.
I was going to say 12 hours. Who sleeps for 12 hours? I mean, Stella does, but you know.
Stella,
12 hours. For 24 hours.
Stella was at my house for like 2.5 weeks, while I was on vacation.
Yeah.
And when I got home, I woke her up and she's like, "Did you guys leave?" I was like, "How long have you been asleep?
Is it time to go?"
My dog is dead.
That's why we brought you here. The plants are brown. The dog is dead.
I fell asleep. So we turn on brown noise.
Yeah.
And it puts me straight to sleep. And I swear, I think I'm sleeping deeper than I've ever slept before.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like this deep sleep.
How loud do you have it?
I don't know how to answer that. I mean, it's loud. Loud. Yeah.
Medium?
Medium to like just above medium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like overbearing where I can't like hear anything else.
Yeah.
Like people come and rob my entire house and I don't know, but it's it's loud enough.
We do white noise. We bought a sharper image like white noise box, and I have it plugged into a separate speaker.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Well, I'm loving the brown noise. And so I just really quickly, because we're almost out of time, wanted to do the Mount Rushmore of Sunday afternoon nap. I love a Sunday afternoon nap if I can get one.
Yes. Okay, so
let me just start off with this.
Yeah.
Fall.
Okay.
Windows open.
Gotcha. Like 55, 60 degrees out. Okay, gotcha.
That's
leaves have already started changing.
There's a bit of a every once in a while, like a little bit of a wind comes in.
Yeah,
you hear the leaves like kind of rustling. So that's my first thing is that it's fall with the windows open.
Gotcha.
Okay, what's the next thing?
I think we need to declare recliner or couch.
I feel like for an afternoon nap, I want a recliner.
Yes, couch. I'm out.
Yeah,
you can sleep a lot longer and deeper on a couch.
Yeah.
Recliner, you can get your 60-minute nap in.
Yeah, this is a Sunday afternoon nap. It's not. I'm not sleeping for the night.
Okay, so recliner.
Okay.
I think sporting event on the TV.
Can I say golf?
Golf is a great choice.
Okay.
I could sleep to anything.
Golf's great though because I can pay attention to it, take a nap, wake up, watch the end of it.
Yeah.
So
I'm okay with golf.
And it's very quiet.
Yeah.
Preferably or preferably. The Masters, because they don't do commercials.
Yeah.
So there's not that random loud commercial that pops in. So I want the Masters on. So we got recliner, windows open in the fall.
Masters.
The Masters on television. One more thing.
Blanket. But not like a heavy blanket, but just a very light blanket.
Fleece, if I can get it.
Fleece. A fleece blanket. There it is.
Man. Should have started playing this earlier. Like
I know, but you were talking.
Well, you could fade it in.
Netflix, watch these shows.
So long.
It's too long.
We're gonna have to go fast on the actual suggestion.
I'm ready.
Should I fade it out?
No.
Netflix, watch these shows with us.
I didn't record the song so you could fade it out.
Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus, or maybe Amazon Prime, or something like that, like YouTube. Or we don't want to put a box around what you watch, so you never know.
Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
Nateland
On YouTube.
on YouTube.
The last one is called Magic that just
Yeah.
came out. His
Yeah.
dad's on it, and his dad is a magician.
Yeah.
And he does a couple of card tricks.
Okay.
So you got to, I've listened to it, but
Yeah.
I want to go back and watch the card tricks.
I have not watched it or listened to episode 13.
Okay.
I'm 1 through 12. I'm all caught up.
We're big fans of Nateland.
Listen, the biggest.
Listen.
The biggest. And we're going to do, should we talk
The
about it?
Donut Challenge.
We're going to do the donut challenge.
We're going to do what they couldn't do. We're
Yeah,
going to bring
we're
my friend Matt Neff on,
Yeah.
not a mutual friend, just my friend. and he feels the same way about you.
It's
And,
mutual.
That part's mutual. And you're going to eat 3 dozen donuts while
Yes.
Matt and I talk. And you'll
Yes.
just sit kind of maybe off to the back a little bit.
Yeah.
We might not even give you a microphone. We'll talk and you just eat 3 dozen donuts
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Krispy Kremes. All right, Jason, my Netflix suggestion of the week is simple. It's Frasier.
No, you can't do it back to back. You did it last week.
Okay, Frasier season 2.
It doesn't work that way.
Hey, baby, I hear the blues are calling. Tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
It's not that good of a show.
This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, Booba, sit. Good dog.
I've spoken.